Hello, in this tutorial we will talk about selection control structures. Selection control structure allows a set of statements to be executed if specific condition is met. If it is not met, so another set of instructions are executed. We have those types of selection control structure. We have if condition, we have if else conditions, we have switch. In case we use if selection control, it is performed as follow. Assume that we have a program that consists of set of statements as we see. Those statements can be int x equal 5, can be system.out.print something, and so on. As we know, when a program is run, it executes its statements line by line. Let's see in this program sample, we have statement 1. We guarantee that it will be executed. We also guarantee that statement 2 will be executed. But do we guarantee that statement 3 and statement 4 will be executed? That depends on this condition typed between those brackets of the if statement. This condition is a Boolean expression. According to the value of this Boolean expression, the program will specify whether to execute the statements inside this if structure or not. So we guarantee that statement 1 will be executed. We guarantee statement 2 will be executed. And then the program will stop here, and then the program will evaluate whether this condition is true or false. If it is true, it will execute statement 3 and statement 4 and then continue the entire program, statement 5 and statement 6. If it's not true, so the program will skip all this body and then continues executing statement 5 and statement 6. We have also if-else selection control. It has many types and the cases of using it. Look at our case on the left. Now we have statement 1, statement 2, and we guarantee that those statements will be executed. The program then stopped at this line, if, and there is a condition. If this condition is true, so it will execute statement 3, and then the program will find else. Will the program execute the statement or statements inside this else body? The answer is that depends on the condition of if. If this condition is true, so statement 3 and any other statements inside this if body will be executed. Otherwise, if the condition is not met, so the statements inside the else body will be executed. Now our program continues executing statement 5 and statement 6. Let's have a look on our case in this right side. We have statement 1, it's executed, statement 2 is executed, and then now we have to ask in more than one condition. So we type if and then condition, then we type else if, between those brackets we typed another condition. You can also add more than one else if, but finally you may or you not add else body. It's optional, not required. But let's assume that we run this program. Statement 1 will be executed, statement 2 will be executed, and then the program stopped in this line asking about a specific condition. If this condition is met, so statement 3 will be executed, and then statement 4 and statement 5 will not be executed. That's because in case we use if, else if, and so on, so just one condition when met, the only body inside this condition is executed, and then all of those are skipped and continues to execute statement 6. we also have a switch selection control and is typed as we see. We typed the keyword switch and open brackets. Between those brackets, we typed a variable or a value, as we are asking for a value, not asking for a Boolean expression, as in if-else control selections. Inside this switch body, we said case value 1, and then we typed statement 1 and then break, case value 2, statement 2, then break, default statement 3. How does this work? The program now is stopping at this line and said case value 1. The program here will evaluate whether this variable or value equals this value or not. If yes, so it starts executing the statements inside this case until what? Until seeing a break statement, and then after this break, the program will go out of this switch body. Okay, what if this case doesn't meet this value? So it will go to the second case value 2, and then we'll evaluate whether this variable or value equals to this value or not. As we know, if yes, it will execute all the statements until get a break statement, so it will go out. What if all values beside all cases are not meeting the required values? So the statements after default keyword are executed.